welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Seacourt Silver Racquet, sponsored by Peter Luck Hilly, Grady's Funeral Homes, and Denmead Driving Range. We are about to witness the second to last round of 16 match. We've got one more coming up after this, and if you're just joining us, we have just witnessed an incredible exhibition match between Max Truman and Will Flynn. My name is Ben Gatenbeek. I'll be talking you through the match this evening. Seacourt is filling up with patrons. The dead-ons were full for the last match. The bar is busy, and everybody is enjoying their time here. If you are in the south of England over the rest of the weekend, do come along down to visit and see some fantastic tennis. The tickets are... well, there are no tickets, just come in and watch. Well, we already have most of our quarterfinalists. That is Claire Fay, Lewis Williams, Max Truman, Craig Greenhouse, Vaughan Hamilton, and Lewis Gordon. Pardon me, Lewis Gordon. So there are 6 quarterfinalists so far. We've got 2 more left to discover. The match that follows this one will be between Henry Hemman and Levi Gale. And that is who awaits the winner of this match.
There's a difference of 5 which Dodgson is giving away.
So as the players get ready, we will introduce them shortly. The marker for this match will be Manchester's Darren Long, who played against Vaughan Hamilton earlier today. And we have yet another match between a Seacourt player and a Seacourt alumnus. Which is what makes the crowd here very excited. So let's introduce the players. Starting at the receiving end, we have Josh Dodgson, world ranked 25, the professional from New York, playing off a handicap of 2.9. He says he's over here in the UK at the moment for a wedding and has tagged on this tournament just for a bit of fun, coming back to his home club here in the UK. A career involves plenty of those American-based tournaments over the last few years. The US National, US Open, US Pro. Hasn't come and played in Britain, France or Australia for a while. But that 2012, that IRTPA Satellite and Taylor Cup, they're both held at the same time, same place. The Taylor Cup being the tournament for professionals with less than 3 years experience. The form guide with New York in there. Played in the below zero competition at New York back in October. That win against James Stout is a very good one indeed. And again, lost to Tim Chisholm in the final of that one. And let's have a look at the other end of the court. And we have Seacourt's own Will Flynn, 21-year-old, off a handicap of 10.4. Now, as I've been explaining a couple of times today, Seacourt Silver Racquet is a handicap tournament. And so even though Will Flynn's handicap is 10.4, because he is above the threshold of 9.4, he'll play off 9.4. But then, in addition to that, he is a Seacourt player, and so the Seacourt players get 2 points of home court advantage. So he will in fact be playing this tournament with a handicap of 7.4, which makes the handicap difference in this match 5 points. Having a look at his career, we have 2 successful years at the under 21-24s at Middlesex. This year, that tournament was won by Oliver Pridmore and Freddie Bristow, respectively. And a semi-final at the British Amateur last year, that tournament won by Robert Shankman. And a form guide, playing a few of the Tampa tours as well. British Open qualifying, and lost to Zach Edel in a 5-set epic at Queen's back in November. No matches on the head-to-head. Again, that kind of makes sense with Will playing most of his tournaments here in the UK and Josh playing over in the US. As the players look to clean up the court, you bear with me for just one moment as I sort out some stuff with the marker. Play will begin very shortly. So, Josh Dodgson is a former winner of this tournament. He won it in 2012. Yet another one of the former winners who is participating this week. And in the meantime, Flynn has had to go through qualifying to get here. He played first round against Alex Hume, which he won 6-love, 6-1. And then against James Medlow,
welcome
won
to the Seacourt Silver Racquet
6-1.
2024. This is the first round match. Introducing the players at the hazard end. From the New York Racquet Club, we have Josh Dodgson. At the service end from Seacourt, we have Will Flynn. Best of 3, 6-game sets. The handicap is a difference of 5, which Josh Dodgson gives away. It is 0.5-15, received 0.5-15. First game begins 0.15, love. Play well, gentlemen.
All right, here we go. Will Flynn to get us started in this penultimate first round match.
Chase, working 3.
As Josh Dodgson finds his length early with an early dead on. Again, the players will feel each other out over these first few games. We'll see if we can spot any patterns that start to develop. And those patterns might already be the grill hitting. We've had 2 targets already.
Stroke. Yeah, got it.
That one just clipping Will's foot on the way through. Called a stroke by Darren Long, the marker.
30-15. One chase is worse than
One of the things we might discuss a bit over the course of this match is the way that Will Flynn's game has developed over the past 12 to 24 months. Some time ago, he was known as very much a hard hitter of the ball in a Lewis Gordon type mould, and it seemed that his main shot was his heavy force, which is believed is one of the fastest in the game. But over the past 12 months, Josh finds the grill, his first of the match.
30-40.
Over the past few months, he's really diversified his game and has a lot more shots that he can play. Hope to see some of them tonight.
Fault. Chase is better than 2.
So he's a lot more stylish now in the way that he plays. A bit more of a classic game. Yes, he can bring that force if he needs to, but he'll also change it up, opt for some floor game if he needs to. Been practicing a lot with Ollie Pridmore when he was over here on his gap year. The two got on very well and spent a lot of time practicing together. And that's lost the chase. So the first game goes the way of Seacourt's Will Flynn.
That's 1 love, 15 love, Jeff.
And now he gets the slightly easier 15 love game. Will, of course, has spent a lot of time playing here at Seacourt, so he knows this court really well. Seacourt is a great court to have as your home court. Away players find it very difficult, even at the elite level.
30-15.
There are some courts where at the top of the game, either player could walk on and be absolutely fine and adjust quite well, and there are other courts which have their quirks.
14-15.
If you want an example of the level of this game, so that volley that we'll just play, the backhand volley, yeah, he won the point from it. But compare that to the match we just watched between Rob and Max Truman. So that when Rob would play that volley, it wouldn't go much higher than the height of the bandit. Such as the control that he has on it. It's those kind of shots that make the difference between a +10 and a -10.
40-all, game point.
As we have a game point in the second game.
Fault.
Good length on the bobble. But can't do anything off the boast.
Game.
So that game goes to Josh.
Correct.
pushing Josh side to side
15-15.
around that hazard side. He's not really finding a winner as such under the winning gallery. He's doing enough to get the error out,
Chase,
Josh.
2 and 3.
So the players change ends with the 2 chasers. Just as a reminder, we are watching the 2024 Seacourt Silver Racquet round of 16 match.
Up there, it's crazy.
We will have one more match to follow this between Henry Henman and Levi Gale. So don't go anywhere, there is plenty more tennis for you tonight.
Score is 15-15. First chase is 2 and 3.
Josh going the railroad on the short chase.
Love 15, chase 3
Not
4.
able to get enough cut on that. 3 and 4 chase. Last 2 railroads have been quite high on the side penthouse. And that one is as well. It's almost more of a sidewall, but it just gives Will so much width.
40 love.
It's not really going to trouble him so much.
Fault.
He throws his racket at it.
Down the same gallery. 40 love.
So two bits on rules of tennis is you have to be holding the racket if you make contact with it and you want the ball to go over the net. So throwing your racket at the ball will not do you any good. And the second thing is if you touch the net to avoid conceding a chase, then you do not in fact lose the point. So just 2 points on rules or laws of tennis just to note there.
40 love. Server leads better than the second gallery.
So do hold on to your racket. As Will Flynn slots a hazard gallery to win the chase.
That's 2 games to 1. 15 love game.
He's looking pretty good at the moment. Doesn't like that ball though. Plenty of players opting for that underarm twist today as that ball goes out of court off the back penthouse. And this is the handicap game that advantages Will. Like that, he's 40 love up already. This makes handicap tennis so devastating. That's yet another ball we've seen come off the ledge of that last gallery. There have been so many of those this week.
15-40. Last gallery, 40-31 chase.
So as the players change ends, we'd love to hear from you in the live chat, where you are, who you're supporting, what you think of the tennis so far here at Seacourt. It has been some fantastic tennis we've watched so far.
40-30, the receiver leads.
And there's plenty more to
Chase
come.
the last gallery.
And that brings up another 40 all.
40 all, game point.
Again, this is the kind of handicap that you get a lot of 40 alls with. Great stuff there by Josh Dodgson. Finds the grill on the 40 all.
2 games all.
Fist in the air in celebration. And we have a game on our hands here, folks.
Holds.
And that ball being called not up by the marker. Chase worse than 3. And it...
Correct.
And that's that kind of pace that Will Flynn can bring to the game.
15.
If you give him that width, he's going to smack it. And there's that second chase.
Nice and 3, 2 and 3.
So if there's any
15, 15.
professionals listening on to the live stream at the moment, please pop in the chat what the purpose of that high sidewall railroad is. I can't seem to figure it out, because it seems to be coming way into the centre of the court and giving Will Flynn lots of options to play. So if you reckon you know what the advantage of that higher railroad is that Josh Dodgson's playing, please let me know. I'm very curious to hear.
15. Chase, worse than 3.
Oh, and that's gone over as well. Yeah, it's well played by Josh. Well worked around the court.
2 and 3.
See, there's points 1, 13 apiece. 2 and 3 chase.
Time please, thank you Josh. 30 left.
And Josh Dodgson showing that he can also bring the pace. It's not just Will Flynn's game. Oh, how did he get that back? Scooped it up over his head, didn't get over the net though.
40-15.
It's a very interesting way of playing the ball. Will Flynn now with a chance to get back the lead. And that will not do it. 30-40 now.
30-40. Come on, Will.
And that is, in fact, as you can hear from the crowd, an absolutely fantastic serve. That's exactly what you want from a demi-PK. Really finding the edge of that penthouse with that serve. And then just manages to push one very delicately under the winning gallery. Great stuff there by Will Flynn to bring out her 40-love lead in this game. Feigned as if he was going across the timbre, but not so. Oh! He's got it in the dead on. Just lobbed it back over his head. Not much Will could have done about that. It's very fortunate there, but that's the way it goes in this game sometimes.
Good. 30-40. Bolts.
And there's yet another dead on. From 40 love down, he's brought it back to 40 all, and we have another game point on our hands. Will Flynn has to be careful not to drop his head here. He can do that from time to time, so if he feels he's not playing so well. But he is. That's another grill and another game to Will Flynn. 4 games to 2.
4 games to 2.
As we get to that crucial 7th game. That crucial 7th. Such a big difference between a 5-2 or a 4-3. Especially given that the next game will be a 15 love game, and that's a hazard chase.
Hazard yard, thank you.
This really is a must win for Josh.
Boat.
Oh no, he's found the net. He had plenty of time there. He didn't really have a look to see where Josh was going. He just kind of assumed he was going back across towards the timbre. Slapped it in the net. And Josh very happy to find that dead on.
15 love.
This is 5th of the match so far. That demi-PK of Will's
15 all.
is encouraging Josh to play this main wall game.
Come on, Will.
That Will's just eating into. Fantastic tennis there by Josh, really working Will around the court. It's one of the ways you can get past him, just push him from side to side and the error will come. And trust that it will. First time didn't go in the last gallery, but the second time did. So Paul Bollum in the chat has an answer to my question about Josh's wide railroad. He says that it's difficult to volley or attack if you hit the right length and can be very speedy towards the neck. But if it's short, it will bounce up. That I can see the logic to that. I just wonder if it's really the percentage play against Will. If you're trying to stop that slap force. Also in the chat, World Rackets champion and current pickleball aficionado Ben Corsten cheering on Josh Dodgson. Great to see some support from the rackets community for reelers. As there is the other way around as well.
Lost it.
And that's lost the hazard chase.
30-all, chase the last gallery.
Last gallery, big point here for Josh to stay in touching distance in this set.
Lost it, fell a yard worse than the
And he's
gallery.
clipped it off the net cord. We saw one yesterday in the qualifying match of Will's where he managed to get chased off of half a yard with a shot like that. Not to be today though.
Second. 40-31 chase the second gallery.
Incredible hole.
Unforgivable, it's cold.
So we'll back down the service end here. Second gallery chase to bring it to another game point.
40-30, the receiver leads, chase the second gallery.
This match is getting tight. And he climbs the wall to get that volley. That's a fantastic shot. And wins the chase with it.
That's the game. 3-4. 15-love game.
And stays in sight of Will Flynn.
Stroke. 15-all.
Oh, that's a great shot by Will. Finds that base of the timber just by the main wall.
30-15.
That's enough to beat Josh. As the tension grows in this set. Just not quite close enough to that off the timber to get enough underneath it. And we have now a 40-15 lead to Will.
Score is 40-15. Fault!
As Josh smartly slots the last gallery. We have Mark McMurray in the chat saying that any serve that comes off the back wall to Will is just asking for trouble unless you love the ball coming back at you with excessive speed. couldn't agree more with that statement, Mark. It's just I guess it's a bit of philosophy about the game. Do you want to play to your strengths or your opponent's weaknesses?
Leads, chase the last gallery.
To limit your opponent from doing what they want to do, or do that you want them to encourage them to do what you want to do? So that's a much better railroad. It sticks so much tighter, and he can't get the pace off of it. And he goes that high one again. So, game ball yet again.
40-all, game point. One false.
Big point coming up here. Oh, he's hit the bando. It's gone for a chase, but there was some serious pace on that ball. So the bar here at Seacourt, is filling up nicely. We've got people sat at the bar watching on the big screens. Plenty of people sat up in the dead-ons and down the side galleries. It's quite a busy night here, as we've got the dinner coming up later on. They've got 80-odd sign-ups for the dinner. It's fantastic to see. It's a bit of a aftershock of having the big 50th anniversary Silver Racquet last year. So 40-all game points with more than a yard worse than last gallery of the chase. Second serve coming up. Oh, that's very well done by Will. He slots in the hazard galleries to win the chase.
Point in the game. That's 5 games to 3. 0-15 love game.
It didn't look like he was shaping up all that different from the 2 shots he played before on towards the tambouring angle.
Love all.
So as we start this 0-15 love game, again this is the easier game for Josh. Racing through 3 very quick points. As Josh Dodgson dispatches that for his 6th dead-on of the match. Goal for Will on this point is don't concede a chase. She hasn't done. So he will now keep the serve for the start of his favoured game.
Last gallery. That's it up.
As Will quickly gets to a lead in this one too. That 15 love's head start really helping out here. As he looks to close out this first set.
40 love. One chase, just the last gallery.
Being given as a good serve, which I couldn't quite see. But we now have and cleaning the balls up. Set point to Will Flynn, and several more to follow. Mark McMurray in the chat, the other point on the serve is that variation is important to keep the receiver on their toes and to break up any rhythm that they might be forming. That's very much true. And if you watch anyone who's been trained by Chris Ronaldson play, then they'll very much exhibit that philosophy. I think probably one of the most interesting servers in the game at the moment is Nino Marola, who has so many variations on his serving. And I guess that's also the logic behind why people serve demi-piqués. But I don't really think that that's what Josh is going for here, because he's serving that wide railroad quite consistently. Just our high railroad. A wide railroad is something we see Lewis Williams do a bit,
the receiver leads,
which is to serve the railroad from the middle of the court.
It's the last gallery.
Try and get that extra bit of bite on it. So, set point, last gallery chase. And that railroad is absolutely slaughtered by Will Flynn into his first dead on of the match. What a time to hit it. And he is fired up now. So that's the shot that Will's looking for of that serve there. It's the one that pings up high and he can really get behind. Whereas, again, people think of Will Flynn as a big hitting player like a Lewis Gordon type. But he does have the finesse game as well. Oh, that's unfortunate.
40-15, one chase the second gallery.
Unfortunately finds the net. As we shall look at some statistics from that 44-minute long first set. So 7 grills to Josh Dodgson in that set, and that 7 dead-ons rather, and that 1 dead-on to Will Flynn coming on the set point.
48-15, serve leads.
And that points 1
second gallery.
Will's less of those, but the handicap is enough to take the set. As we're talking about Josh Dodgson's dead-ons, it's not an easy thing to say. He's lots in another one.
That's 1 game to love, 15 love game.
Josh has to be a bit careful that Will doesn't run away with it here.
Dino.
The start of the second set is always a dangerous period for either player. Your emotional high with a very tight end to the first set relaxes, the crowd calms down. It's very easy to lose your concentration, lose your focus, drop out of the game a bit. Especially with a big handicap, or even any handicap. You can't afford any period of lack of concentration.
Chase the line.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot by Will Flynn there. Such control off that forehand volley. Will's looked the best when he's been able to control that ball under the winning gallery. And Josh has looked his best when he's been forcing.
30-40.
That service points won. Both of those under 50%. Both of those coming, meaning that the players are playing better at the receiving end than the serving end.
Hazard?
Yeah. One.
Thank you. Hazard again.
Yeah, so it's kind of emblematic of a hard-hitting
Chase
player.
the line
If
and
you're
hazard again.
winning more of your points at the receiving end than the service end. And that's part of the logic as to why the new court at Washington has such tiny galleries. Both galleries and dead on.
30-all. Chase the line.
So two very long chases here with 30 all. Galleries are open. Oh, goes for the tweener. Doesn't quite have the flair that we saw from Rob Fay earlier tonight.
A yard. Time please. Thank you, Will.
Can't quite get that one over, and we are at yet another game point. This is exciting tennis, folks.
40-all. Game point. Faults.
Fantastic tennis. Josh's racket has gone.
Game, that's 2 games to love.
That's
Warning,
doubles style tennis right there.
Yeah, of course it is.
Just without the extra partners.
2 games to love. Receiver leads. 0-15 love. Faults.
Josh is serving that second serve bubble very high up the court on the left-hand side.
Last gallery.
Your more orthodox bubble is a little bit further back and a lot wider.
Level.
Trying to get a few bounces and have it come down closer to that battery wall.
Not 15 love.
As he throws in the more conventional railroad, which also gets demolished.
Second gallery.
It's a racket breaker, that one. So Christian McCall in the chat, supporting Josh, saying wisdom and treachery to beat youth and exuberance. Well, Josh has a little bit of a way to get back into this match now, being 2 love down and 1 set to love down. But stranger things have happened on a tennis court. Much stranger things have happened on a tennis court. It has been a fantastic match here today between these two.
Score is 15 love to the server. Chase the
Fantastic
last
tennis.
gallery.
All week, really.
Out.
That just clips one of the beams that perhaps would have stayed
15
in.
all. Chase better
Been a
than the
fraction
second
lower.
gallery. No.
Nice.
That's well punished of a bad serve.
30-15.
Josh looks to stay in this match.
better than 4. 30-15.
Not sure really sure what to say about that point. It was both pretty good and pretty ordinary at the same time. Oh, he's way out of position here. Oh no, it's hit a bando. Very strange tennis that.
Better than 4, better than 2.
Josh way up the court. In no position to be anywhere deserving of playing that shot. Will finds the bando. So, are we seeing the start of a momentum shift, or is this just a bit of a mirage?
2-love, you lead.
We will find out as we progress further into the business end of this match.
15. Server leads, chase better than 4. Faults!
See that conventional railroad again. She seems to be pulling out on the chasers. And that high bubble. It's not actually a bad serve, that.
15, chase better
Especially
than
on the chase. And finds the nick with that railroad.
That's 1 game to 2, 15-love game.
That's exactly what he needed at that point in time. Mind you, better than 2 chase though. Fantastic tennis. You just have to sit in the back of your chair and watch. Sit back in your chair and watch that. That is very well done by both players. Not much wrong. Oh.
30-15.
Will is keen to smack any of those conventional railroads. Danger being that he's not hitting them that well.
15.
So, we are at 2-all. The tail continues to twist. Oh, that's very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. So he just played that a little tap into the forehand corner without looking. Very well done there, Josh.
$15 Not rackets, mate. No.
Not sure that's what he wanted from the serve, but gets a good result from it anyway. Josh has really come out storming this last 10-15 minutes or so. He's changed his serve. He's not giving away any chases. Will's playing a power game. Oh, there's another fantastic bit of flair.
First gallery.
It's the first chase in quite a while.
30 love. 1 chase pending.
And no, it's not changing hands yet, Josh. So yeah, Will needs a bit of a break just to calm down. The power game's not quite working at the moment. Just to switch it up a bit. And that is fantastic by Josh. He chased that down. Just the delicate touch put it over the net. So, you are watching the 2024 Seacourt Silver Racquet. This is the round of 16 match. We have one more match for you tonight, and that will be between Levi Gale and Henry Henman.
No, I'm good.
Which is personally one of the matches I've been looking forward to the most. It'll be great to see how Henry does on this stage, really for the first time. Seacourt Silver Racquet has long been one of the proving grounds for young professionals coming up and getting to play against some of the top players in the game. Will doing a very smart thing here, taking a bit of a longer break. It's just
Score is 40 love.
lost a bit of his momentum over the last little while.
And the chase is the first gallery.
It's a very smart thing to do, very
Correct.
well measured, just to take the time to reset a bit.
On the chase on the game. That's 3 games to 2.
Okay.
2 to 8 games.
It's a great angle there by Josh Dodgson. It's really the perfect angle from that position.
$15 all.
Yeah, Josh has looked pretty good these last, I'm saying 10-15 minutes or so. His shots have just gotten that little bit crisper. Not giving much room for Will to work with.
Chase. Better than 5. Yard. Better than 5.
All looking fairly one-sided right now. So the question is, how does Will pick it up? Or will Josh run away with the rest of this set? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know in the chat. Have you enjoyed watching the Silver Racquet this year? What do you think of the tournament, the players? Who do you like watching? Who's your money on for the whole event?
30-15.
It's fantastic to hear from you. I'd love to hear your comments.
First chase is a yard. False.
That one hit a very strange plank on the first bounce of that railroad. And that is a smack of frustration, even though it was chase a yard.
5.
Feels like the first point in a while where anything's really gone Will's way. And that is not good from Will.
That's 4 games to 2, 0-15 up.
Josh only 2 games away from squaring this up.
Last gallery. Better than the goal.
Mark Kamara in the chat. Momentum has shifted. Josh looking sprightly with good movement. Will starting to drop his shoulders and head. Couldn't agree more with you, Mark. I think this is one of the things that's a bit characteristic of Will's game, unfortunately, is that it can be very hot and cold. The spells where he does drop his head, he can really lose matches quite quickly.
First chase is the last gallery.
That's one of the things about this game. It is just you and your opponent. You've got to do it all yourself. Finds the hazard galleries on the chase to win the point.
Chase better than
You've got to do it all yourself. You've got to identify it, deal with your emotions, deal with the situation, figure out your strategies all on your own. No help from any coaches, no help from any teammates. You deal with the ups and downs of the crowd. It can be a lonely place out there. Oh, what a shot. Just step into that and volley it straight in the winning gallery, right in the middle of the winning gallery too.
30-0-15.
You can't do much better of a winning gallery than that. Admittedly, it was off a chase, so it was a bit less risk, but...
Better than 2.
You get a sense that this is a key moment here in this match. Will's got a 30 love lead and a chance to steal a game and try and get back. Save that positivity. Instead he gets a hazard chase.
2. Thank you.
So Mark O'Mara, a few good points, some luck and hard graft, and he can come back. Again, it's indeed true. This game will give you luck and it will take luck away from you. But when you do get the luck, you have to realise it. And when the luck does go against you, it can be so easy to get into a downward spiral.
Chase, better than 2.
And it takes a lot of maturity to recognise those moments.
15-30. Chase, hazard, worse than 2.
Hazard chase here, big point. Oh, that's a dispatch by Will Flynn. And he gets points to make it 3-4. That won't do it. I think partly what we're seeing is a Will Flynn of a few years ago where he just kind of wants to wallop everything. And some of the success he's had more recently has been he's played with a bit more touch. Mind you, if you wallop it like that.
Again, that's 3 games to 4, 15 love game.
He's just switched up to going backhand side of the dead on, straight down the line. Last 2 points. And with a handicap advantage into this game, takes the 30 love lead. That was good stuff.
better than 2.
Stayed in somehow. And Will had given up on that. Turned his back on it as Josh Dodgson gets that winning gallery.
15-30. Will, sorry, just for your own safety, if that's out, can you call it for me? Alright? I know you turned away, but Josh didn't know. Yeah. Just let me know, thanks Will. 15-30.
I thought that was fairly dangerous by Will there. I can't very much agree with Mark and Darren Long's assessment of that. Josh really hammered that in the winning gallery, and that could have been dangerous.
And 2 chases, better than 2 and 2.
Get in there.
Having watched Will play plenty over the past 12 months, and he's walking between points and his head's down. See his feet as they walk very flat. He just presses them through the ground. Whereas when he is feeling a bit better, he's a little bit lighter on those feet. Just kind of the signs that there's some mental demons he's having to overcome at the moment to try and get back into this match. 2 good chases here though. Again, key moments.
Lost it, fell 3. 40-15, chase.
This to bring it back to 4-all.
Won it.
That's good.
And that is excellently carved into the corner by Josh. Unforced error to give the game to Will.
Game.
We are 4 games all.
4 games all. This is an 0-15 love game.
The crowd in the bar area starting to turn their attention back to the game, away from their drinks.
Out of court.
All attention now focusing
Double.
back on the screens and the court.
Shot gallery, score is level.
That demi's working well again for Will. He played here so much, he knows exactly where to put that demi PK. Really got Josh flat-footed onto that. Tension growing. Oh, that's well done by Josh. He hit that up really well. Read that it wasn't hitting the timbre. And slotted it into last gallery. The tension growing. Place in the quarterfinal at stake here. As we are at the business end of this, the second set of this round of 16 match. Reminder, there is still one more match to go tonight. That was scheduled to start 5 minutes ago. But that obviously will not be happening now, as we need to find a victor for this match.
Fault. 30-15, chase the last gallery.
You can just leave that.
Well, half the yard worse than last. 40-15.
So, chance here to make it 5-4. It's exciting stuff, folks. And that's it, we are now 5-4. Josh Dodgson 1 game away from levelling up the match. And it is the harder 15-love game now.
Chase half the hour worse than 6.
That's a chase that Will really needs. Look at that service points 1. That service points 1 at the start of this set. Josh was serving at about 46%. Now he's up to 62. That is a fantastic dead on from Will Flynn. It just tells the story of the set. Will's been really down that receiving end a lot and struggling with it. Set clips on the side of the bando. Oh, that's a sneaky serve. Just one bounce on the bobble. 30-all now. 2 points away from a set. Big moments here. And in that big moment, Will Flynn finds yet another dead on.
Half the hour worse than 6.
So as we're going to collect some balls here. Just a reminder about the sponsors for this event. Peter Hilly is the title sponsor. And we also owe thanks to Grady's Funeral Homes and the Denmead Driving Range. Thanks so much to all of those, as well as all the sponsors, silver and bronze, who have supported this event over the years. Back to the action. Will Flynn has 2 points to level up at 5-all.
40-30. The server leads. Chase is half a yard worse than 6.
Oh, that is a fantastic serve. Got it back though. Oh, goes, has a galleries, misses high. Well, I think tennis is the winner on that rally. Some fantastic serving, some fantastic retrieving from both players, and we are at a 5-all game.
5 games all, second set. 0-15 love game.
So Will Flynn has the advantage of serving first in this 5-all game. Josh Dodgson, yes, another dead on. He's hit so many of those tonight. 9.
Level.
Anybody's game here.
Stroke. 15 love.
Well, that's unfortunate. Josh Dodgson now with a 30-love lead.
30-love.
3 points in a row. Send this to a third. Can we find a way? That's very good. That's also very good. Wow. 2 excellent retrievals from both players. Everything coming together now. Doesn't like any of those balls. Needs the right ball. Gonna try and serve another demi. He's been serving them well tonight. He's got a chance here. Has a quick look. And pounds the grill. 30-all, it could not be closer.
30-all. Thank you. 30-all.
Everything's gone quiet. Bar's gone quiet. Dead-ons are quiet. Everyone's focused on the conclusion of this set. Oh, that's unlucky. It's a great shot there by Will, but that brings up
40-30.
a match point. Oh, that's it. Just misses the tambour, but Will Flynn has done it. He was behind in that second set, he brought it back in. And now he goes through to the quarterfinals of the Seacourt Silver Racquet. Stay tuned here, folks. We'll bring you an interview shortly. Well, Will, through to a quarter-final. How does it feel?
Feels great. Made it here last year, so happy to be back again in the quarters.
So talk us through that match. You came out storming in the first set, but you looked like you were struggling a bit in that second.
I'm not really sure what happened, but just going to put it past me and just, I know there's do a lot better than that. So what's your mental strategy for identifying those moments where you are struggling a bit and coming past them? Just each point as it comes. Simple.
And can you talk a bit about your opponent? Josh played a wonderful game.
Yeah, he played really well. Served really tight, which put me under a lot of pressure. Couldn't use my biggest weapon, my force, as much as I'd like. So, yeah, he just all round played pretty well.
All right, and last question: why should people pick you in the player option tonight?
I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, working really hard. So, and this has been a goal of mine to win the Silver Racquet. So hopefully this year's the year.
All right, fantastic. Will Flynn, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.
And do stay tuned. We will be bringing you Henry Hemman and Levi Gale very shortly.
Hi John, thank you for watching, great to see you. Lovely to see you back on the floor. It's nice to be here, nice to be here. You teach him to whack it like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a handful on this court. The pace he gets on the ball.
I know. He can bring it.
Well, Rob Fay told Andrew that he's the hardest player hit that Rob's played against.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
For Rob to say that.
He's played Steve and everyone,
Yeah.
Tim.
You play some lovely shots. You do a lot of things that I moan about players. I sit there for hours watching. But you vary where you hit the shot.
I try
and
to.
You get some weight into the shot. on.
I tried to. Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, once I can sit there all day and know where every shot's going to be hit.
Yeah.
But with, you know,
Tried to mix it up.
Will can mix it up.
He mixes up quite well too, yeah.
And it's
Hello,
good.
John.
It's
Great to see you.
to do.
Have you got any